Viewers, get ready for the gnarliest, most radically awesome sports event under the sun. There's 6 of California's hottest games, geared for daredevils and guaranteed to get your adrenaline pumping. First, pick your sponsor. Then tackle the heavy competition in surfing, roller skating, BMX bike racing, and more. Take risks to score high, cause wimps wipe out. Trophies are awarded for single events and overall competition, so grab your gear and go for it. You'll be up to your jams in awesome action. And you just might walk away with first prize. This is California Games from Rare and Milton Bradley. Released in 1989, also available on the PC, Commodore 64, Atari 2600, the Genesis, the Lynx, the Sega Master System, the Apple II, and a couple others. The Amstrad, the Amiga. Was originally developed by Epix and originally published by Epix, the NES version done by Milton Bradley and Rare. Branched off from their popular Summer Games and Winter Games series. The game consisted of some sports purportedly popular in California, including skateboarding, freestyle footbag, or hacky sack, surfing, roller skating, flying disc, or frisbee, and BMX. The game sold very well, topping game selling charts for winter months. It also got very positive reaction from reviewers, many of whom consider California Games to be the last classic Epix sports game, due to staff changes not long after its release. The game was followed in 1991 by California Games 2, but the sequel failed to match the original success. Originally released for the Apple II and Commodore 64, the game was very lucrative for Epix and was released for several other platforms over the years. It was eventually ported to the Amiga, the Apple II GS, the Atari 2600, the Atari ST, the Atari Lynx, DOS, the Sega Mega Drive, the Amstrad CPC, the ZX Spectrum, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the MSX, and the Sega Master System. Most recently, the game was released for mobile phones in the Java format, and current rights holders System 3 CEO Mark Cale has stated that the game will be available in future as both a retail version and an online product for the PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii, and Nintendo DS. The Commodore 64 version was released for the Wii's Virtual Console in Europe in 2008 and North America in 2009. It's got a few Easter eggs in it. On some random occasions, there's an earthquake during the skateboarding event, causing the H of the Hollywood sign to fall down. The remaining Ollywood might also be a reference to the Ollie skateboarding trick. Players can hit a seagull named George in the footbag event. Hitting the goal grants you more points. A shark or a dolphin or a seagull occasionally appear in the surfing game after the player falls off the board. If the shark comes in, the iconic theme from Jaws plays briefly. And while practicing flying disc, if the player repeatedly fails in his attempts to throw the disc, a UFO appears and abducts the catcher. What can you say? I'll be damned if I know why this game was so popular. Playing it, the physics are really goofy, the controls are really weird, the graphics aren't that great, and the music is really just kind of bleh. The game was reviewed in 1998's issue of Dragon, issue number 129, by Hartley, Patricia, and Kirk Lesser in the Role of Computers column, and they gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. In fact, the probably one of the better reviews it's got, Zap64 reviewed the Commodore version and gave it a 97. Micro Hobby gave it 5 stars. I don't know which version they reviewed. Crash gave it a 36%, which is, I think, a little harsh, but not too much so. And Mega gave it a 60%, which I can see. Also, the game was the focus of a comedy skit made by Mega64. The game was used in an episode of Captain N the Game Master, and in American Dad, which I hate. The episode Son of Stan, Stan and Francine can be doing tricks like those in the BMX portion of the game.